Hey guys, welcome to another video for the legend. That's the POCO F1, and we are talking about a legendary ROM here, which has received sort of a major update. I've been using it since the last couple of days while I'm traveling with these three wonderful devices, and yes, this is a quick review. What has changed, what is new, and should you use it as a daily driver or not? But before we get into all of that, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. In the description of each video, you will find a link to our Telegram community where you can join us and chat with more than 1,000 like-minded people. Last but not the least, if you think the hard work is worth the effort, please click on the join button and support the channel. Now without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. Alright, so what we have here is Aero OS official. They are calling it Splitly Android 11, updated on the 8th of July 2021. So this video is sort of a little late, but it is substantial nonetheless. That's the reason we are having a quick look at it. The changelog includes July security patch, updated translations from community, return and fix direct sound, improve thermal profiles UI, fix worse hot when device charging, improve auto brightness config, miscellaneous fixes and upstream changes. Now this is something which is important over here, that is the notes. It does say use last official TWRP or another with support for FBE, which is decryption. From now on it is required to be on Q firmware, right? Select OEM device, choose Aero Vanilla to download our file host in case it's POCO, Beryllium and Aero 11. Announcement: Aero OS will be uploaded splitly for now. Read more here. So you can go ahead and read in the link. It's there in the POCO F1's Telegram channel, so you can go ahead and check from there. But what's in it for us? Aero OS as usual. What you see over here is when you boot the ROM, it is very clean to boot, very smooth, very subtle. Now the thing that I have liked about Aero OS all this while is that it boots with very few applications, and as you can see over here, there are a few applications that I've installed. For example, Telegram is something that I have installed, CPU throttle test is something that I've installed, and Geekbench is something that I've installed as well. But apart from this, if you see, you have FM radio, gallery and a very basic camera application which works like a charm. So very few apps, which makes sure that this legend, which is sort of old hardware right now, doesn't have to face a lot of load. Right now, moving on, if you look at the left, you have your Google Discover or Google Feed, whatever you want to call it. You have your app drawer over here, and you have your quick tiles over here as well. Now if you press and hold over here, you will go to home settings, and you do have developer options in which you have a ton of customization. So this launcher that comes with Aero OS does allow you to change your icon pack. It does as the suggestions option. You do have hidden apps, notification gesture, double tap gesture, swipe down to clear all recents. So all sorts of things are available in case you are into a lot of launcher customizations. Now moving on, if you have a look at the quick tiles, you have your usual set of quick tiles, and at the bottom you do have a few, not like other ROMs wherein you have a lot of customizations. But I think what Aero OS team is focusing on is minimalism and including things which are absolutely needed and which will add value to your experience. So you do have screenshot, peak notifications. This will be useful while gaming. Dark theme, of course, everyone knows what that is. You have caffeine, weather, reboot, focus mode and bedtime mode. Now you also get a built-in screen recorder over here, right? So if you go over here and if you click on screen record, you do see that you have an option for device audio and microphone and certain other options as well. You get a timer over here, and even after enabling the screen recorder, you will notice that there is no performance drop at all. Now for obvious reasons, because I'm traveling these days, I'm not able to do a lot of live streams. In fact, I'm not able to do any live streams at all. So I cannot tell you much about gaming on this particular ROM, but hey, that's just one part of using the ROM. If you are still rocking a POCO F1 as a primary device, you would want to know a lot of things. For example, if you see over here, yes, the first thing that I'd like to notify is wideband L1 cannot be fixed because it is an issue from POCO's end. But if you go to settings, you do see that it follows the usual Android 11 theme which comes with stock Android, just a little colorful icons here and there. And like other custom ROMs, you don't really have a lot of customization options, but minimalistic customization options. For example, in system, you have language and input and all the usual stuff. You do have your updater over here wherein you can go ahead and check for updates, so that is something neat, right? You do have your Android 10 gesture bar or navigation bar, hey Google or okay Google, there you go. Yeah, that works absolutely fine. So more or less everything on this ROM for me has been working.
I found a few locations for build near Goa.
Okay, I'm not in Goa, I am in Rajasthan, so ignore that. Google auntie doing her stuff, right? So moving on, you have network and internet, connected devices, apps and notifications, battery, very important over here. You do have thermal profiles. So as you can see over here, I have set the CPU throttling test to benchmark and I had set Geekbench Phi to benchmark. Now in some videos until the 22nd or 23rd of July, you will see me including benchmarks, because whenever I can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's when the temperatures are like under control over here, 25, 26, I can run the benchmarks then. And sometimes when you don't see benchmark numbers for the next few days, excuse me, because I probably haven't got the time. Anyways, so getting back to thermal profiles, you do have an option of thermal profiles, and if you select one of these and if you go to gaming, right, so you don't have the additional gaming UI in which you get the touch responsiveness and all the other things. Now to be very honest, this device, Raphael or the K20 Pro, I have used AeroOS extensively on that particular phone, and I do know that this ROM is really good. Now if you go to about phone and if you click on the Android version, this is Android version 11. There's your Android 11 Easter egg. If you do this 3 times, you will have your cat games. So bubble notifications are available, but unfortunately they are still not supported by WhatsApp. Now moving on, you do see that it comes with a built-in Aero kernel and the build date is also 8th of July. So pretty much everything taken care of AeroOS themselves, right? You do have button customization, you do have advanced restart, power menu actions. So this is still a custom ROM. I'm not saying that this is a ROM in which you don't have no customization at all, but I'll tell you this, the smoothness in the UI is absolutely amazing, right? You do have screen recording saved over here. You can share the screen recording and stuff like that. So all in all, what I'm trying to say here is AeroOS as a whole, if you want to use it on your POCO phone F1 as a daily driver, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Let me also show you the benchmark numbers. First, the CPU throttle test. Now you do see that the CPU throttled to 77%. Now that's AeroOS with their kernel. So if you're a performance freak or you want a lot of performance from an elderly device, I'll call it an elderly device because it's old, it still packs a punch, but your battery is probably old, so I would not recommend you pushing your POCO phone F1 to the absolute limits. But if you want, hey, you can flash a custom kernel, you can go ahead and do that. Moving on, if we talk about Geekbench over here, let's go back to the main screen. And where is our friend? There it is. 503 single core and 2112 multi-core. So the fast charging for me is working absolutely fine. The battery backup is pretty decent. This update for Aero is pretty okay, if not amazing. You can definitely use it. If you've tried it for gaming with the Aero kernel, let me know in the comment section how good or bad the gaming is. This was a quick look at the latest build of Aero OS for the POCO phone F1. Android 12 videos for the POCO phone F1 and the Redmi K20 Pro are coming up, and as always we are continuously uploading videos for the POCO X3 Pro. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this video. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.